This is the week 2 update of Let's Not Be Fat. I got my scale out here. Last time we had a little bit of a hiccup. Didn't know if it was 174 or 178 after week 1. If you have not caught up with that, click up here for that video. But this is the week 2 update. I have not stepped on the scale for 2 or 3 days now, so I'm gonna be as shocked as you are when reading this right here. I wanna make sure I put it on a flat surface here on a single tile. And we're gonna do this together this time, okay? So let's see what we're working with here. Oh dang, 181? Dang, after week 2, we're at 181. That's going in the opposite direction. I'm not exactly sure what happened here. I'm gonna measure again just for, just to be sure. But dang, dude, I think I need a new scale. This is so whack. I just did it again, it was 175. This is messing with me. Come on, bro, what is it? What's the true measurement? Oh, it's because I'm carrying the camera. The camera's with me right now, that's why it's 179. That's why it's a little more. Here. Let's do this. This is really messing with me, which is not good because Coach JT said the scale is not a true measure of success. It's the habits, which I totally agree with. But my camera here isn't cooperating. Okay. Whoa! Let's try this again. All right, guys. This is messing with me right now. All right. You guys should be able to see that. Scale's on one tile. It's nice and flat here. I'm gonna stand off to the side. 175. Let's call that 175. So 175 after 2 weeks of keto / low carb. Now I gotta talk to you guys about that real quick. Whew, okay, 175. We're down 5 pounds in 2 weeks. Which, still begs the question, like, was I at 174 week 1 or was I at 178? I suppose at this point it doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure it was 174 just because I weighed multiple times and it was 174. This second week has been a little bit tougher in terms of food intake, dieting, both in the quantity, like overeating, and the substance. So the quality, if you will. The cravings for sugar have been a lot higher. I wouldn't say caving as in like feast or famine, not like that, but I have been taking controlled amounts of sugar. So the other day, had some sweet and sour pork, like 2 pieces, had some carbs. And I think that's okay. Like, I think those little cavings to the cravings are better than just like white knuckling through and then like on another day, just like binging like crazy, like uncontrollably. So pat on the back for that. Again, we are trying to lose weight for health's sake. I'm approaching 40. Kids are getting older, demanding more physically. I want to be able to have my knees and my joints last. I don't want arthritis. If I can lessen the load on my body, like that's ultimately what I'm after. Just showing them that we can do hard things, just more than health and diet and looks and feeling good. Those are all like important reasons why I'm doing this. For me, the biggest single reason why I'm doing this whole thing is to let go of all my coping mechanisms, to address those things head on and not rely on overeating sugar, salt. So whenever that craving of salt and sugar comes up, it can be my body telling me like, hey John, you need more sodium in your system, or hey John, you need more carbs in your system. Like, I get that, I get there's a physical need, I get that keto / low carb is not necessarily the healthiest for my body because, my brain needs carbs to function properly. But for this temporary period, I want to rewire those dopamine systems to where I don't get hits from food and substance, but I get hits from just being the person that I am proud of being. Every time I do a little 15-minute HIIT workout, every time I drink a glass of water, I want to sit down and recognize like, John, you did a great job for yourself. and hopefully inspire my children to do that someday. So yeah, again, for me, you know, it's to try to identify all those vices and let go of them, work through them. I have major support from friends and therapists. And so, yeah, I just want to keep doing that. I want to ultimately grow to the best version of myself through this. And so, yeah, every time there is a little stressor, you know, whether it be work-related, family-related, kid-related, you know, whenever I'm reaching for the sugar, that's a telltale sign, you know, like, okay, something's going on, sit down. And sometimes I don't get the answer right away. Sometimes I have to sit and journal, and, you know, it's really annoying and really tough. But I think ultimately, like, relying on this mental strength, spiritual strength, you know, emotional strength is ultimately serving me better. It's serving my kids better in the long run. And, you know, we'll get those carbs someday. Well, they're right around the corner, maybe 4 more weeks to go. But yeah, for now, just rewiring those dopamine systems, you know. So I'm going to keep it up here. This has been the week 2 check-in. We're down 5 pounds. Ultimately, I have a checklist. Maybe I'll share with you on the next week's check-in. For me, it's not so much the scale, it's not carbs, it's not macros. I'm just listening to Coach JT. He knows better than I do. For me, it's, am I meeting my habits every single day? They're nothing crazy. I will share with him next week, but it's like a little checklist. So stay tuned for that. We're down 5 pounds, you know, and it's been 2 weeks. So 5 pounds in 2 weeks. I'm not counting this as a linear thing, but ultimately, like, yes, I want to be down 10 pounds, but I think in order to do that, I have to go down 15 actually. I want to hit 165 so that when I get off this like no/low carb, I can have like 5 pounds to play with. So we'll see where this goes. Thanks for tuning in today, and catch you guys on the next one.